to make this quick because I just kicked Mom out of the room to do my voiceover. Sorry, Mom. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This week I wanted to take you along on my journey to painting my first ever mural. It's for my dad. This was a gift that I wanted to do for Father's Day for him. And I've been craving to do something like this for the past 6 months. And I've just been really wanting to paint a wall, and I don't know why. It just so happened that my dad is very trusting when it comes to his work environment. So big shout out to him for letting me even do this in his office. Because it also meant that I had to shift around all of his stuff, and he's very much like me, where I don't really want my stuff to be touched by anybody else but me. So very grateful that he let me do this. He was on a very much needed vacation after 2 years of straight working. That is both working on his normal job, his side job, and also writing a book, which if you're big into nerdy books, I'll link it down below for you. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get on with the paint. I went ahead and purchased all my paint from Lowe's. I did the order and pickup option for it just because I didn't feel like walking into Lowe's and talking to people. So while we wait, let's hear a story from a former employee.
Did I tell you about the guy who tried to return grass?
No.
You can actually return sod. You can literally return anything at Lowe's. But, so I was working the returns desk, and a guy came and was like, yeah, I'd like to return about 20 pieces of sod. And he came and there was nothing around him, and I was like, okay, where's the sod? In my yard. Sir, this is the returns desk. I know, that's why I'm trying to return it. Sir, you need to return it in order to get a refund. Well, it died. And he pulled out his phone and showed me pictures of his dead yard. Like, that's gonna make me give him his money back.
So you live in Texas, and around the time you worked, we were in a drought. Once I had the paint, it was time to dig around the garage for supplies. Yeah, I should have looked before ordering the paint, but I got lucky as they had just finished up painting Mom's scrap room, which here it is, by the way, in its full glory. Also, did you know that my parents have so much primer paint? Like a lot. The camera is sitting on 3 gallons that I had found, just so I could get the right height, and there were still about 4 gallons of primer paint. Some of them still full, and I should have checked. I really should have checked the garage before buying another can of primer paint, but I didn't, so I guess that's how they got in this situation. Now, there's something you need to know before we get started. My dad's office wall, it's red. Like bright red. He was one of the first rooms in the house to be painted, besides my bathroom, which at the time was a nice pink color, you know, with the stripes and the unicorns, you know, whatever. I'm not sure why he chose this color or why it's on every wall, but he likes it, so I'm not gonna complain. Coming up with a theme for the mural was a bit tricky. We were thinking some sort of mathematical map at first with some portraits of mathematicians all around, but my little smooth brain was already spinning at how I was even going to do such a thing. And then I got to thinking. I took some time to just sit in this space and look around, and it hit me. Star Wars. Star Wars, where you have the double sunset of the deserts of Tatooine. And after a little bit more searching, I found this piece that I really enjoyed the design of. Couldn't really find the artist's name, so if you know, let me know please. The original colors for this piece and for the scene as a whole were these nice pink and rich browns, but since this was for my dad's workspace, and most days he takes video calls here, and he also does Twitch streaming and all that, and it's like his background for his videos, I wanted to tone it down a bit, going with more warm browns so it doesn't distract from his potential clients while also being sort of easy on the eyes. So I chose the colors Vanillin, Cavern Clay, and Arizona Dust. Then after making sure everything was covered so my mom wouldn't kill me for getting paint on the floor, I even double layered, it was time to prime. I used Kills 2 all-purpose primer, this one is water-based, and proceeded to scare myself by climbing up the ladder. You see, I don't like heights. As you can see here on my face, and we really have tall ceilings in this house. I had to hype myself up every time to get onto that ladder. Sometimes I just roped Joe Nathan into helping me. Thanks, boo. I won't lie, it was a little weird painting on a pretty important wall, or any wall in my parents' house, but hey. I'm finally using the degree they paid for, so I did it. It's only one coat. I think I'm gonna do 2 because I do have some spots where I'm pretty sure I put down too much. Like, you can definitely see right there where it's sort of coming off. So it says it will dry in about an hour. I am going to give it a full day, also because I want to take the weekend off. So I'm very sweaty, I'm very tired, and I've conquered so much fear with this thing because this ladder has been in the family for a hot minute. I don't even know if this is my dad's ladder or if it's my papa's ladder or what, but going up onto the 3rd step, I'm okay, but going up onto this step, I am not okay, because I am also slightly fearful of heights. I do not like heights, but this is what the wall looks like now. Pretty sure I've got paint all over me, and I'm absolutely sure it's on my, it's on my face. I'm not a clean painter, and also this is why we have painting pants. Because sometimes I would just wipe it off on myself. Pretty sure I did it with my hands too, but yep, I'm gonna leave it. I'll check back in tomorrow, but again, taking the weekend off and it's Friday. So I will see you on Monday. Over the weekend, I enlisted the help of Jill Nathan to finish off the 2nd coat of primer, and I can tell you that this morning was not bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Nope, not at all. But I wanted to get some work done, so I decided to get the sketch down and go from there. It's not perfect, but a sketch never is. Now it's time to start the real painting. I decided to get the hard part over with as soon as possible, so I never had to climb the ladder again. Until I had to take the tape down. I forgot about the tape. I'll do my best to explain here, since at this point I was honestly just winging it. Pretty much the motto of this whole project. I used the lightest color, Vanillin, as sort of my base, and then the 2nd color, Cavern Clay, as the darkest part of the gradient I wanted. I did end up sort of mixing the 2 in a cup as well to give me a bit of a mixing color so I could smooth out the rougher parts. Okay, it is the final day that I've given myself to paint, and I went ahead and did these 2 layers off camera, just because it was just going to be me painting these back and forth, and I figured that'd be a little bit boring. So we're going to finish off the last layer today and do the final touches, and then we will be done. I initially sketched out R2-D2 and C-3PO, but I didn't like how I did it or the proportions, and I want this to be somewhat good looking, so I printed out just a regular picture of them in the position that is in the image, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it this way so that they're facing the right way, because you're supposed to have C-3PO like closer to the building. So, and then I also just walked upstairs again, because for some reason it has taken me 15 minutes to get into this room, because I've gone into this room, realize I forgot something, go out to go get it, forget something else, and come back in. Like, I don't know what's going on with me today. But what I'm going to do is cut this out so that I have somewhat decent dimensions, put it up against the wall like this whenever I have the final, layer down, and just paint it in. And of course, like this spot right here where his arm is touching R2-D2, but you have them touching together, I'm just going to put that in myself. But that way I at least have decent proportions. Anyway, I'm going to get started now so that I can get this finished and have the weekend to let it dry and put the office back together, because it's still a giant mess. Without further ado, let's go ahead and reveal this wall to my dad.
I'm home. I have been away for 2 weeks, and I am really looking forward to doing some work in my office. And oh my goodness, it's transformed into Tatooine. That is gorgeous.
And there you have it, the
I'm gonna
finished
move
mural
this
for my dad's office of the 2 moons of Tatooine. As you can see, I really didn't paint the moons, mainly because I didn't feel like painting circles, but he has these clocks that I think we can line up quite nicely to be our moons. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!